Well, hello, everybody. I am here today to speak with the beautiful, the amazing Heidi. Hi, Heidi.
Hi, Terry.
You look amazing.
Thank you.
How you feeling?
I feel pretty good.
So, tell me what was going on about, I don't know, 3 months ago.
I was falling apart.
Oh, what? You?
Yeah, I,
Tell me what was
I,
happening.
I got put on high blood pressure medication in 2019. And then it just seemed like a trickle effect after that. I, broke out in hives. I was told it was Lyme disease. It wasn't Lyme disease. I was treated for that. Then I was told that I had an insufficient vein issue in my right leg. I was told that I had sleep apnea. And there were just all of these things that just kind of came one after the other. And I just needed some help getting control of everything and turning things around. And so
So
fast
nothing
forward,
was nothing was getting better. You just kept getting these diagnoses and they weren't able to give you any sort of direction.
no, with the hives and the rashes that I got, it was really the MDs and my dermatologist just shooting from the hip. They took a bunch of blood work. They took a bunch of biopsies. They put me on steroids and a bunch of different antihistamine medications. And really, the solution was just keep taking 4 Allegra a day, take these steroids, and if that doesn't work, we'll add the steroid topical cream.
Wow.
And
So
it was
you were not feeling very well. Like that's are you or you're just a really tough and you're just you were accepting the fact and trying to push through because you're a very busy woman. You're a mom. You work full time you have a very stressful job. So how are you navigating that?
well in the moment I was just kind of going through the motions and I was scared, and so I was just listening to what the doctors were telling me. And after going through a couple rounds of steroids and those clearing up the rashes temporarily, and then I'd go off and they'd come back and they put me back on. I actually sought after a holistic doctor here in Minnesota, um, and he helped clear that all up. He put me on it was probably about 6 months start to finish, a protocol for Lyme disease. And so that cleared up. But then it was like after that, like I said, one thing after another with my acid reflux got worse. The aches and pains I had in my body got worse. At one
Yeah,
point I was told
it's funny because it's not funny, but it's like this is what we know now about medications, right? It's like you can go on a medication short term and it might fix the symptom
mm-hmm,
of whatever is ailing you, but it doesn't fix the underlying problem. And then it ends up you getting additional symptoms based on the
yeah,
medications you were on. And it's just a vicious cycle. And then you never really get better because one thing clears up temporarily, but then you get symptoms from the medications and other things flare up. I feel like was that what was happening with you?
yeah, 100%. 100% that. And then, like I said, I've dealt with acid reflux since I was about 17. So almost 25 years roughly. And it wasn't until I started doing the ACV drink that you gave me that it actually got in check. And I mean, it was bad. It was to the point of like I was going to throw up. I felt like I couldn't breathe. And yeah, it was all, I think it was just, it definitely got worse, I would say, after going through all of those cycles of meds.
Yeah. Yeah, girl, that's rough.
Mm-hmm.
That's rough. So fast forward 3.5 months, after you decided to make some changes,
Yeah.
you've made some huge changes in how you feel. So I want to
Mm-hmm.
show this graphic because this is always kind of graphics don't lie and, you know, inches and pounds and how you feel don't lie. So when, fast forwarding now, just in a few 3.5 months, you're down 18 pounds, 22 inches, 4 sizes. And I don't know if you remember this, but when you decided to start working with me, your top three goals was to lose weight, better blood pressure, and improve sleep apnea. Do you remember putting those top three?
I do.
Yeah, and talk to me now about. I mean, again, we're only 3 months into this, right? How are things going? How are these three top goals? How are they improving? How do you feel? What's changed?
Well, the first one, lose weight, is incredible. Like I had mentioned previously, I never thought it would be possible to stay on protocol and lose weight throughout the holidays. I started in October, so we had Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's. And while I wasn't perfect, Terry, I stayed on protocol, as much as I could. I still got results, and that was really empowering. Um, and I'm at a place right now where I'm not ready to be done. I've made great progress. I'm feeling great in my own skin. My blood pressure numbers are coming down. I don't think it's at a point of getting off the meds yet, but I do see that in my future. And as far as the sleep apnea goes, I'm optimistic too that that's just going to
It's
reverse
better,
itself.
right? I mean, it's improved.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Yep.
your acid reflux is gone.
Yes.
You've lost weight.
Yes.
You are going to get off your blood pressure medication.
Yep.
And you are going to get your sleep apnea is going to improve once we get rid of all the other, you know, parts that are basically inflamed and imbalanced. I say that's a
Right.
pretty darn good start.
Yeah. I'd say it's pretty solid.
Yeah. I mean, you must be pretty happy with yourself.
Incredibly happy. Incredibly happy. I've had some hiccups along the way, but at the same time, like I'm trying to reverse years and years and years of habit. And so with each time that I have had those hiccups or those fail forward, I'm learning from those and they're making me stronger. Whereas previously I would have dwelled on it and beat myself up over it for days.
Isn't that crazy what we do as women?
Yeah.
Like we think beating ourselves up to death is going to help us get to our goals.
Mm-hmm.
Versus, you know what? The hiccups, as you call it, you
Yeah.
call it failing forward. Those are all a part of the journey. If we
Yeah.
don't have the hiccups, if we don't have the failures, we're going to keep thinking that that's not normal and keep failing and not ever improving.
Right.
Like where was this taught to us in school that we can't fail and it's not right to fail and it's we have to be perfect and we can't, where did that come from?
Right. Well, I think it'd be helpful if they would teach us the exact opposite. It's okay
Right.
as long as you're learning from it. Right.
Right. Which is why you've done so well,
Yeah.
because this is a journey. Like you said perfectly, you are learning how to undo 20, 30, 40 years worth of habits that were not serving you and that were not correct for you.
Right.
And to unlearn those, there's going to be hiccups and a process to do that.
Yeah.
We have to kind of have those hiccups before we get help. I mean, to allow our bodies to get healthy. It's just a part of the journey. And
Yep.
when we have that perspective, it changes everything.
Yeah.
And you get amazing results like you have.
Well, and I'm just so happy that I stayed in touch with you. And like I said, when when we spoke before I joined the academy, as things were going south for me and I felt like my health was in the tank and I didn't know how to get control of it again, your name popped into my head immediately as like, who can help me? Who knows her stuff? Like it was a no-brainer for me. And I'm so glad that I reached out and that the new group was just around the corner and that I didn't wait, I guess, for, I could have easily said, let's let the holidays get out of the way and then I'll start. I mean, I would just be at square one today.
Yeah, we always find excuses when we're not ready or when we have fear. I shouldn't say when we're not ready. A lot of women have fear,
Mm-hmm.
or they think, oh, well, this program is for people with diabetes. This is not really a thing. And as I say in every interview, everyone I talk to, if you're a woman who's not feeling amazing, you should be in the academy because
Yeah.
this program is for every woman. It's not just for women who are pre-diabetic or diabetic. It's for any woman that is having issues with their health because all
Yeah.
we do, bottom line, is we create balance in the body and we help you to navigate your own thinking to be able
Yeah.
to change these habits that have been, we've been doing wrong for 20, 30 some years. That's the work.
And that's the big game changer too with this program, Terry, is I think of all the things that I've done over the years, all the bars, all the shakes, all the this, that, and the other thing, right? Like I didn't understand what was in it. It was just like, here, eat this 4 times a day or whatever. Have this. It's good for you. Eat it and you'll lose weight. This is so much more than that. And now when I put something in my body that is Academy following the protocol, I feel good about it.
Mm.
And those habits are, I see them trickling to my kids. I see them trickling to my husband. He's so funny. He'll be at the grocery store and he'll call me. He's like, so this is what the label says.
It's a trickle down effect. Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. Think of
So
what
it's
think of what you're teaching by being an example for your children, what you're teaching them.
yeah.
By you working on you.
And I would have put that as a 4th item on the list, but it was I had to stay focused on myself, knowing that that would be an outcome, is that it would trickle to them.
So there's women who are watching you right now thinking, oh my gosh, this is me. I'm a mom. I've had these issues in my life. I don't know if anything is ever going to work. What would you tell them?
I would say just start. Just give you a call or, reach out to you, connect with you, and just start. It is a lot of information and it could be very overwhelming, but the way that you've structured it, Terry, is in a fashion that is easy to follow, easy to take on. I love the progression, how you don't give everything all at once. So it's, little pieces that add up to something big. And I would say if they have not ever been able to put themselves first before, this would be the perfect place to put their trust and their faith to do so.
Perfectly said. Happy for you, girl. Honestly.
Yeah.
It's like,
thank you.
I see this as a completely like it's like Heidi part 2. Like I see you totally adopting a brand new life just because of the changes you're making, and being able to stay on this and not do that yo-yo stuff that we're so conditioned to learn and think is okay. That's over for you.
Yeah.
How does that
and it's
feel?
all a work in process. It's all a work in process, right? I'm excited for what I've accomplished. I'm excited for what I'm going to learn and the strength that I'm going to continue to build upon, and see where I'm at in the next 4 months.
Nice work, girl. Happy for you. Thanks for opening up and sharing your story.
Absolutely.
You are definitely going to be an inspiration to a lot of women watching this. So thank you.
I hope so. Thanks, Terry.